Canadian wine lovers, we are live. We are live from Summerland, BC, and we are about to head to Europe next week. So we have a heck of a wine tasting to do tonight to get ready for that. We basically have to compress what? 3 weeks of wine tasting into 3 days. Hey, Carl?
Into one night, and it's happening now. Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, everyone across the country from Nova Scotia to Vancouver Island. It's Wednesday. It's 5 o'clock Pacific. Guess what? What's that mean? Pop a great bottle of Canadian wine, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show because we have so many wines to open, to taste, to rate, and to have fun with you. Mira Boucher, happy Wednesday. How are you doing?
Great, Carl Boucher. Yes, we are going to do a number of things. So one is I was like, look at all these wines we have to taste, Carl. And there's more. Like, I don't know. How many do you have there?
A lot.
So
I do have.
Carl, bring them out. Bring them out. And we also wanted to chat about, there you go. Those all have to get opened and tasted tonight. And those.
And those and all of those as well. So
well, those ones we opened last week, and that is our winery feature this week. It's Ferox.
Oh yeah, not the Ferox one.
We had the winemakers on with us last Wine Wednesday. Learned some awesome stuff from Cubby Sadoun and Fabian Rice, and we did a blind tasting with Chardonnays, which was very nerve-wracking because Charles got really excited about one of the Chardonnays. It did turn out to be the Ferox, but I didn't know, so it was like, oh my God. And one of them was corked too, so I didn't know which one that was. Anyways, it all worked out. But Tracy, nice to see you. You made it back safely. We have a recap also of the Cab Franc Marathon to do, and Tracy reminded me because she was here. I have lots of pictures that I want to share from that list last weekend with members. It was freaking epic. So we can look at those pictures and we can just have a lot of wine tasting fun. Start teasing us, Carl. Start opening the bottle.
Okay, yeah, because now I have my glass is empty, right? So let's start. Okay, I'm gonna start cold. I'm gonna start white. I'm gonna start Nova Scotia because I have a lot of Benjamin Bridge to open. Little teaser for you all while we're in Europe, while we're gonna be tasting some of the greatest Burgundy wine in the world, getting ready to take our group in Burgundy. We're gonna feature some Nova Scotia wines. So so let's gonna start with the Wild Rock White. It's a white blend from Benjamin Bridge. Let's go, because there is 12, 18, 26 wines to taste. So hopefully I'm going to be able to do that in an hour. But let's start with white Benjamin Bridge. Before now, we're going to start talking about our weekend, Mira, because I'm going to taste wine, but also there's two things that I need to do before we start hammering wine. It's first to talk about our weekend, because the weekend was pretty darn freaking epic. And guess what? We had to lay back and relax on Monday. To be honest, when people think that we are endless energy, Mira and I, Monday, we felt it. We truly felt it.
Our guests felt it. I think Clay was saying he was pretty beat up on Monday, but it was a epic, fabulous weekend. We were thinking of you, Daryl. We tasted some great Pinot Noirs. Oh, he's got the Collusion Cinsault Rosé into the glass tonight. We had that rosé, that exact rosé, at a fabulous speakeasy garden restaurant right near that winery, right near
Oh, I did that exact rosé, Mira. That exact one.
that exact one. I'll show
That
you
exact
pictures in a
one.
minute. Yes, it was fabulous. Jen, it's so good to see you. Hey,
Yeah.
you
So
missed me
in
too.
my glass right now, the Wild Rock White from Benjamin Bridge. Mira, I would love for you to
Oh,
dip.
you know what? I'm gonna start with the reds because I like the reds. Look at this. Look at what that says. Can you guys read backwards? Can you read backwards? It says
Oh, it's not
2021.
backward, Mira. It's right. No, it's not backward. We got it right. It's the 2021 Barbera.
Yes.
So
From
you
the
kept that
Naramata
bottle
bench.
downstairs. You kept that bottle near you, eh? You
I
did.
did it.
Holy shit, you did. I was
Did it.
wondering. There you go. Um,
100% Barbera, you guys, from the Naramata bench. 50 cases made. It says it works well with hard cheeses and grilled
well,
steaks.
that's what we did yesterday afternoon. We cheated. Yesterday afternoon, we had a little sneak peek of Tightrope, which is the winery who's going to be featured next week. 100% Barbera. This wine is gold medal. I mean, it was so good with our charcuterie on the patio yesterday afternoon was awesome. But what I would like you to do when I'll start talking about the weekend, Mira, if you can go on the Benjamin Bridge website, or just plainly research Benjamin Bridge Wild Rock White. Is it looks like a non-vintage? No, 2024 vintage. 2024 vintage. I would like to know what's the blend in there. That's
Hey, I
probably
will
like a
for
bit of
you.
New
We
York.
have so many. Yes. So, wow, it seems like a fabulous value wine. It says technical information.
There's
Sauvignon
Riesling.
Blanc
There's some Rieslings in
inspired.
there for sure.
Says Sauvignon Blanc inspired blend. That might be code word. Might have some non-vitis vinifera. It might have some, what do you call those, hybrids in there?
Yeah, that's definitely possible. I mean, like maybe some New York Muscat in there. There might be some.
Because they don't say the blend. It says perfect for the lover of Sauv Blanc, Pinot Grigio, or unoaked Chardonnay.
It's bright. It's crisp. If it's under $25, Mira, I would say this is a 90 plus points. This is really
$22, but I don't know if that's plus tax. So it's right around there.
right around there. It's that there's that salinity, definitely like that seashell, that ocean spray type of salinity. It's super fun. I like that. It's bright and crisp, and this is crushable. Really, really, really crushable. I can do some oyster with that. That's for sure. So yeah, we'll start with that. Okay, let's talk about last weekend because I also want to review Ferox wine. Ferox are going to be available all week, and it's really worth talking about it. I revisited these wines over the weekend again. And I mean, there's some wines in there who are so freaking spectacular. And let me take, 5 minutes to talk about at least three of these wines. One is the 2020 Cap Sauv. 2020 Cap Sauv, I gave it 93 plus point, and I kind of beat myself up. I'm like, I should have gave it maybe 94. Man, that is good. It's so typical, like that Cap Sauv purity that I really, really find rarely of that true flavors definition, that graphite, that black fruit. I think Fabian did such an amazing job with that 2020 cap. So I love it. 250 cases made, 93 plus point. If you love Cap Sauv, 2020 vintage is the vintage in Niagara on the Lake. I mean, stunning, absolutely stunning. I really wanted to re-highlight that wine because it's off the chart. There's that. There's the Riesling also that I wanted to talk about. Okay, the 2023 Riesling. The balance in that wine, and we talked about it with Cubby and Fabian last week. Just the balance with just the natural sugar in it and the bright, crisp acidity that German style Riesling, 11% alcohol. I think I give it a 93 plus as well for this one. At least 93. This is world class. This is truly what Fabian's is. This is his lunch, right? This is what he does for a living. This is his roots. This is German style, and it shows in there. He knows what he's doing. If you love Riesling, you are up for a darn treat. The complexity in that Riesling is just beyond what I'm always expecting. That beautiful tartness, skin like pit peach in the middle. There's no kerosene. There's no gas. No, not gas,
Petroleum.
Petrol aspect in the young wine like that, and it just like Fabian is saying, usually a young Riesling should not have petrol notes because it just comes the true German. That's how German will classify if a Riesling has long-term potential. If your Riesling has petrol nose or petrol note early on, that's not going to age properly. But yeah, this is a super duper Riesling, 93 plus points. And also, the star of the show last week, I revisited that Chardonnay, the R2, the Chardonnay that's going to follow us to Burgundy. I am so darn excited about that chard to put that in our French vignerons glass. This is available all week, still 94 plus. So we just talk about three wines, 93 plus, 93 plus, 94 plus. Ferox produced, small batch wine.
But they earn it. They earn it. Like, we're really thrilled with the quality. It's been fantastic.
I didn't even talk about the Syrah. The 50 cases made Syrah from 4 freaking row, right at the vineyard. Been planted, I think, in 2005. Old world Northern Rhone style, like so earthy, floral. Another 93 points. Like, I mean, for me, when I get a 50 cases wine, I always start like right out of the gate. I'm get so excited, just like the Barbera last night, right? Yesterday afternoon, I know that I'm going into something so rare, and I feel privileged to taste these bottles right out of the gate, and when it's good, I'm like, holy smokes, that's why we do that, right? That's one of the greatest things of Carl's Wine Club, of what we do. And when you get such a small batch wine, finding these gems is just so exciting. So these wines are available all week. If Mira can put the link here in the chat. But yeah, and I mean, if you guys have question during the show about Ferox, about price point, about scores, about tasting notes, about anything, let me know. Put a comments, or what is your favorite Ferox wine that you've tasted so far? Because we took a bunch of members last year. We had an incredible lunch there. I remember the mussels were so good, and the Riesling tasting that we've done was pretty cool too. But yeah, that's Ferox for the rest of the week. We have 9 or 10 wines available. I think it's 10 available for you guys. So enjoy. The kicker is that's Fabian and Stephanie, owners, are coming with us to Burgundy. Such amazing people, and we're so excited to be traveling overseas with them next year in June. So yeah. So that was my little recap of Ferox. Okay. Now, as per last weekend, it was our BC winery of the year weekend. You guys have voted early in the year Maverick Estate, the 2025 BC Members Choice Award, the Winery of the Year. And as we do every year, either we throw a party or we go visit the winery. We do a special tasting. So it was last weekend. We tag along that winery visit at Maverick, and we changed the concept a little bit. Instead of just doing a big party at Maverick, because it's harvest, because everyone is very busy, but also because we just wanted to switch concept just a little bit, we did a 3-year winery of the year to a winery of the 3 wineries tour of winery of the year. So the Silva, Black Market, and Maverick, 3 recipients of the BC Winery of the Year Carl's Wine Club Members Choice Award, back to back to back. That was our day on Saturday, and we had people coming from all the way from Ontario, also from the Lower Mainland, some great people touring with us. It was an absolute blast to connect with all of these people, an absolute blast to connect with our vignerons, with Rob and Michelle at Black Market, with Twilight and Richard at De Silva, but also with Janik at Maverick Estate. So what an incredible day. There you go. We got some pictures here. Thanks, Mira.
Thank you to Clay Martin, who he runs BC Wine Review, and he joined us with Johanna, and he took a ton of great pictures. This is his photo album that he shared with me. So that is the start of the epic weekend with members. It was our Cab Franc marathon. Total of 56 bottles of Cab Franc? Your teeth get very purple after 56 tastes out of 56 bottles of Cab Franc. It was pretty awesome. All Canadian, coast to coast. Like, we went from BC, Similkameen Valley, all the way over to Nova Scotia, didn't we?
Yeah, we sure did. We sure did. Oh, I left the bottle downstairs, but I sure kept a very rare bottle of Cap Franc from the Bait Fundy. Grow right on the cliff from the Bait Fundy, where the tie come up and down. The highest, the largest tie in the world. It's right there at the Bait Fundy, and that little 2.5 acre block of Cab Franc at Benjamin Bridge is right on the edge of the cliff. And we had a 2016 Benjamin Bridge Cabernet Franc from that small vineyard. It was really, really cool to taste all of these wines. The 2011 Cellar Hand that you saw in the picture as well was pretty cool. Is the second wine of Black Hills right there. The first ever Cellar Hand made in 2011. It was 100% Cab Franc. To have that in the lineup, we're like, oh my God, how's this wine 14 years old will stand? And it was pretty darn freaking delicious. Let me tell you, I rated that wine. Where are you? Cellar Hand, 92 points. You know why? Because it just so incredible for a 14-year-old Cab Franc. It was amazing.
It was. It really was. Especially since, well, the Cellar Hand, especially that being the first year they made it, it was not like a wine that was meant to, a cellar forever. It wasn't like that. It was more like a fun wine that you should drink in the next few years, right?
Exactly.
And there you go.
Exactly. That was a value alternative for the more expensive wine of Black Hills, notably the Nota Bene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't even know that I'm going to get that wine, that 2011 Cellar Hand. It's just the winemaker at Black Hills handed that to me right in my hand before I left when I went to pick up the per se there.
Spectacular.
So here we have the Fort Barons, the 2021 Reserve, and the 2022. We have Lele, Black Market, Poplar Grove. That's Upper Bench, Marinesen Platinum. The Watchful Eye. Hester Creek made it to my top 10. Coursolette, my second highest. The Reserve by Noble Ridge was quite something as well. There you go. So now that's Maverick Estate here on Saturday. But before me, where you go back and show all of these beautiful
Yeah, tell
pictures.
us your top 10. Tell us your top 10.
Yeah, so I had in my top 10, I started with a couple of three honorable mention, a little bit like I do. Sorry.
Do you want me to bring you some sparkling water?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I had a little something stuck in my throat. But like I do in my top 10 wine of the year, I always have a few honorable mention. And I wanted to start with the 2023 Fogelars. Fogelar, also the value wine, the 1995 wine from Fogelar was really, really appealing for 1995. Not released yet. I really enjoyed that. And the biggest surprise of the day, to my opinion, and to many people, that was the 2020 Vineland Estate entry-level Cap Franc, a 1595 wine. 1595, that 2020 vintage absolutely blew everybody's socks off. Everybody. Sorry, I have a eyelash right in my...
Given the price point, that was just, a wonderful surprise.
Incredible. I mean, now they're on 2023 vintage. That 2020 is not available anymore. But Brian sent me the 2018 and the 2020. Funny enough, because the 2018, it was still good. I mean, the acid has started to drop, but it was a $11 wine on release. And that's why, that was the whole narrative about opening that little wine. And I call it little wine because at $11, I mean, it wasn't made to be a blockbuster. It was made to be just a business card of Vineland Estate. Hey, try what we do. But he sent me a little wink, like say, hey, taste that. Let me know what you think. It was $11 on release. So my answer to him is, not too bad for $11. I mean, wow. But the 2020, it's still incredible. And too bad that wine is not available anymore, but it was really eye-opening, $15.95. So that's my biggest surprise of the day.
What that tells us is those are great wines to stock up on, and if you forget a few in your cellar, you will probably be very pleasantly surprised if you do age them a little bit.
That's the whole point, right? That's the whole point. Like if you order a case because they're so well priced, you left a couple in your cellar 5 years down the road, and you're like, oh my God, let's try one of those. Okay. And that's incredible. Like I rated 92 points, and this is the biggest surprise of the 60 wines that we tasted over the weekend. And we tasted it over 3 days, even Sunday night, because we cracked them open Friday afternoon. Sunday night, we are still bringing people over because we wanted as many people to taste these wines. So we had some hockey parents coming over. And guess which wine was the favorite of everybody? The 2020 Vineland Estate at $15.95. I asked one of the hockey dad, to give me a price point. How much do you think this wine is worth? He said, I don't know, $45. That was the answer. I was like, not quiet. So so now Vineland Estate was my biggest surprise. I also give a honorable mention to the 2011 Cellar Hand at 92 points as well. So back to the top 10. My number 10 was the 2022. Speaking about Vineland, 2022 Reserve Cap Franc from Vineland Estate. At 92 plus, the 20, and this was from the crowd. Okay, the 2023 Carl's Wine Club Cap Franc 5th anniversary members read. Everyone in the backstage, the people who were there on Friday night, told me that wine has to be part of the top 10. So, and everybody agreed. They were like, this wine has to be part of the top 10. It's one of the most delicious wine on the table. So I'm proud to say that Carl's Wine Club 5-year anniversary wine was one of the favorite of the crowd favorite among the 15, 20 people who showed up on Friday night to taste with us. So pretty cool. So I just realized that, Mira.
What?
Well, we're on the just the beginning of the top 10 and 4. I just talk about 3 of Brian Schmidt's wine.
Yes. He really is Mr. Cab Franc. I mean, we joke around and stuff, but he is.
And it just came. I just realized that.
It's actually very true. It really is, and it gives you the context when you're.
When you do a Cab Franc marathon and you start in, you talk in the first 4 wine, 3 of them will come from Brian Schmidt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has to be Mr. Cab Franc right there. Number 8, it's the 2020 Organized Crime Sacred Series Cab Franc 92 plus. It was a great surprise, bold, full body, very rich, a little bit like New World style. But I really enjoyed that. That was a beautiful surprise to me. The number 7 is one of the Pan Canadian favorite. It was the 2018 Siouan Staff Chestnut Tree. That wine.
I was gonna say there's Mr. Cab Franc, which is Brian Schmidt, but then there's Mrs. Cab Franc, and that's Siouan. She's so good too at making these Cab Francs. That Chestnut Tree is a real standout. It's gorgeous.
Absolutely. The number 6. Now, between number 6 and number 2, it's all 93 points. These wines are all, to me, in one big pile. They all can be number 6, number 2, number whatever it can be, but it's all 93 points. It's the 2023 Bottega Wine Studio Cab Franc. This wine is not released, will not be released until next year. It's Daniel Bonterin, Mr. the Rosé Master. Once in a while, when he finds an incredible source of fruits, he will just make 1 or 2 barrels, put that in new oak barrel, and let it sit for years. So this wine was just bottled, spent 24 months in oak. It's a 60% new oak, and that Bottega, Mira and I had the chance to taste it a couple times in barrel. Remember, Mira? And I mean, every time we tasted that wine in barrel, we were like, oh my God, this is going to be so cool when it's in bottle. The moment has arrived, Daniel came home and dropped off 1 bottle, and he said, Carl, that's not going to be released until next year. And I don't even know how much we're going to sell that wine for. Please give me an idea and blah, blah, blah. First and foremost, I have to say this wine is amazing. 93 points. We were so pleased. Everyone backstage really loved that wine too. That was one of the unanimous, holy shit, that's so good. So yeah. And I have to say also, like all of these wines from top 1 to 6 and 93 plus, 93 points or better, I think pretty much everybody backstage really agreed with me that these wines were the top class of the lineup. So 2023 Bottega Wine Studio. So number 5, it's a wine that I can call maybe the surprise of the night. Someone that we never heard before. It's from Meneed Wine Co. Her name is Yvonne. Her last name I can't remember. But she's a virtual producer. She operates out of the collab. If Mira, you can go on the collab.
Yes, I will find out more. I'll be a researchist, Mira. Here we go.
The most efficient and the most amazing researchist on the planet, and I'm greatly grateful for that. So yeah, Meneed Wine Co. Was like something that I didn't even know who she was, and like a 2023 Cab Franc was amazing. Really fresh, really crisp, really, there was nice floral note. So this wine is from a single block of the Grimsby Hillside Vineyard. I think it's block 225 or something like that, but single block, Grimsby Hillside, and it was just spectacular. And I mean, when I see these little producers, sometimes I'll give it a shot just because I'm curious. And this wine stuck with me. This truly stuck with me the whole weekend. So, yeah, and I think it's like, let me check here on the price point, but it was something pretty well priced as well. Many that
36.95.
Yeah.
$36.95. I think that's including tax. And the winemaker is Yvonne Irvin. She's been making wine for over 14 years, and she co-owns Mead with her husband, Rob Wallace.
Thank you.
And Maenads or however you pronounce them, they were female followers of Dionysus, the Greek god of wine. And they were known to be wild women that would drink wine and break into ecstatic dance and do rituals. So
I love that wine even more. That's fun. That's fun. So that was incredible. I really enjoyed that one. It was one of my biggest surprise. So that's for number 5. Number 4, like I said, that number 4 could have been my number 2 easy. And I think like after revisiting them, I would put it in my number 2. It's Courcelette from the Similkameen Valley, Courcelette Estate. Their 2022 Cab Franc, 93 plus. This wine was, and that's funny because when I tasted it, the first thing I said, this is Similkameen in the nutshell. It was so representative of the Similkameen Valley. Dark, inky, rustic, dusty tannin. It was everything that I always preached from the Similkameen. It was all in that wine. And it got me excited because I know that last year in our Advent calendar, we had the very exclusive 2018 Cab Franc in our Advent calendar. And Jesse, the owner and Charlie at Bester at Courcelette, she said, "Carl, I had 2 cases left, so I'll be happy to be part of your Advent calendar." And everybody texted me about that 2018 Cab Franc, how amazing it was. So that 22, it's a younger version of it, and it was really good, 93 plus. Also from the 2022 vintage, the a little bit more expensive here, the Phantom Creek Cobo Vineyard, single vineyard from the Black Sage Bench. But not from the Cobo, it's from the Golden Mile side, but that one at 93 points, even if it's $70, it was worth it. Sometimes with bigger project like Phantom Creek, I really try to be a little bit more, let's dissect these wines. They're more expensive, but this wine delivered to the T. Really delivered. It was very Cab Franc. Like, I mean, like, it was varietal specific. It was terroir oriented. It was big and bold, but there was also some freshness and great tannin. I greatly appreciate that. Number 2, the 2017 Bellaterra Cab Franc. This wine just keeps getting better. The texture of that 2017 Bellaterra is just getting so silky. This wine, if you have one in your cellar, crack it open in the next 6 months. I believe that this wine is at its absolute peak. When the people who were here, who were around over the weekend, it was the consensus that my point was texture. And I don't believe that wine will keep improving. This wine have hit its absolute top and is so freaking good right now. I'm not saying that the wine is on the decline. That's not what I'm saying at all. This wine is far from being on the decline. But I think it gives me so much over that weekend that I think that wine is hitting its top prime. So it's like a 49-year-old man, like you're like hitting his prime. And
love it.
Okay. Now, Speaking about prime, speaking about the one, this is the number one wine of the weekend. The number one Cap Franc of the weekend. Speaking
Yes,
about
and a
surprise,
surprise, and it's just one of those, like, wineries you might never hear about if you don't follow what we do here with Carl's Wine Club, because small production, they don't have a tasting room. The winemaker's super talented. This is his personal brand, small batch. It's just so good. Oh my god.
Kern and Co. Kern and Co. Cap Franc from the Foxcroft Vineyard. I mean, we know Foxcroft, Wismar Foxcroft Vineyard. Thomas Batchelder dipped his toes in this vineyard every year. We have a lot of top brands who has a little part, who get a little allocation of that vineyard every year. Adam, yes, go ahead.
2018?
That's the 2018. That's the current release. We're going to feature that wine soon in Carl's Wine Club. I think first week of December or last week of November, around that. But this, and that's funny because Richard De Silva tasted alongside with me on Saturday, and that wine really stood out to him without me telling him that was my number one wine of the weekend. And he said, he came to me with the bottle. He said, that's probably the Cap Franc would taste the most Cap Franc. And I'm like, you're like, this is kind of a pretty obvious sentence here, Richard. A Cap Franc would taste the most Cap Franc, but I mean, in terms of wine, I knew exactly what he wanted to say. It's varietal specific. The purity of this wine is just so incredible. And when I describe a Cap Franc, and to me, the Black Forest cake stand out to me, that I know I love that wine. There's everything, that vanilla, but the red pepper jelly, the cherry jelly, there was the spice in the back end, the little bit of stony minerality as well. I mean,
I just want to make sure I have the right one. Is the King Street?
no, Foxcroft.
No? Nah.
Foxcroft. King Street was good too, but King Street was not as pinpoint.
Foxcroft. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Foxcroft.
But this is what's exciting. They have a freaking half size.
Yes, absolutely. You're right. You are right. I forgot about that. Where is this wine? I have it here. Kern and Co. Foxcroft, $49. So the kicker is, and I don't know how, but he still have some, and he saved some for Carl's Wine Club. It's right here on the back label. 516 bottles produced. Bottles. Okay? It's 43 cases. That's its current release. We're going to treat you members with that wine a little later on when we come back from Europe. But I mean, what an amazing couple. Caitlin and Adam, they are amazing. They produce also a Sauvignon Blanc, who's fantastic, some incredible Chardonnays, Cap Franc and Gamay. So that's coming up, but that's my number one. And yeah, wine of the weekend in terms of Cap Franc. Kern & Co., 43 cases produced, 94 points. I love that.
It comes in half bottles. Like, how amazing is that? So,
absolutely.
I don't know of any other Canadian red that comes in half bottles that's 94 points. Do you?
No.
No. So the half bottle thing, it's pretty cool to have it that premium in a half bottle. We had a couple members asking at one point. We'll have to circle back to them. Like, they like big reds, they like really nice reds, and do they come in half bottles for the nights where you don't want to drink a whole bottle with your steak? There you go.
How's your Barbera tasting?
Oh, the Barbera is almost gone. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. Oh, I gotta turn the.
Stop pouring, because I have so much for you here, okay? And it's funny because it's already okay. Rapid fire, okay. What do you want me to open? Let's start with
speed dating, and then I'm gonna show the rest of the pictures from the weekend. But yes, speed date me, baby, with these Benjamin Bridges. How many sparkling Benjamin Bridge wines do you have?
I have four right here. I already tasted one, which is my number one wine of the year so far, a 96 plus points. The 2008 Brut Reserve. I haven't tasted a wine as good as that one so far this year. That's going to be on the feature at the end
Fabulous.
of October. Now, what I have here, it's the Brut Rosé from the 2018 vintage. Okay. So if it's rosé, I suspect that it might be some Cap Franc in there from that little plot, 2.5 acre vineyard that we tasted, single vineyard. Woohoo!
Woo!
Ah, love it, love it, love it, baby. That's Benjamin Bridge 2018. Do I have the
blend?
50% Chardonnay, 35% Pinot Noir, 15% Pinot Meunier, 5 grams of residual sugar. And the last time it was on tirage, it was in 2019. So there you go.
Wow.
Look at that
That
beautiful
looks fabulous.
mousse here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, flinty, smoky. Mm. I just
Love
smelled
it.
like if I just fire a gun.
Oh, no.
You know, that's. Whew.
Like toast. Mmm.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm.
I just love Benjamin Bridge bubbly in so
Oh, I
many
mean, they've
ways.
been part of our Pan Canadian Masterclass 3 years in a row. Every time we try to do something rare and unique, they are always in. And for the first time, we're going to do a full-on feature with them. I am so freaking thrilled.
Yes.
Mm,
Is it the first time we'll have featured them like fully?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Wow.
mm-hmm.
Other than the Pan Canadian having their wines there.
Yeah,
Wow, that's fabulous.
beautiful red apple skin. There's that little bit of a torrefaction, like coffee, but pomegranate, bright acid, a little bit of peach, and maybe a little bit of blueberry syrup.
Mm. Sounds amazing.
Mm. No, complex, very, very, very complex. Mm. This is 93 points.
Ah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
oh man, that it's good.
Well, I got to come upstairs. Okay, so tell us more, but don't open all the bubblies because I want to savor at least one of them.
Oh, okay, okay. You know what? How about I just picked one? Okay, I have a full case here. I don't know. I just picked one out of the book, and this is here the non-vintage reserve. Okay, this one was the one from the Pan Canadian. I don't need to open it. We already have the notes. Okay.
There we go.
Oh, okay. 2020 Blanc de Noir. Okay. So that's probably 100% Pinot Noir in there. If you want Mira to give it a little research here, Benjamin Bridge 2020 Blanc de Noir small lot. And let me pop that up for you guys. Oh my God, I feel so spoiled and so privileged. Woohoo! I love the
Yeah, that's so nice the way it's sort of stamped into the metal. All right, so 2020 Blanc de Noir. But it doesn't say small lot, but it just says it's made from 100% Pinot Noir.
oh, floral on the nose. Ah, white flower. Look at that beautiful color.
Yes.
dark.
Think about Benjamin Bridge bubbly that is so fabulous.
See that big croissant. Oh yeah. Oh, like really champagne, very, very like that analytic type of like what
So
you
that
see.
particular one is not normally available on their website. They do have it as part of a, let's see, 20. No, they don't have it anywhere on their website. Because there's a small lot 6-pack you can get, but that reserve is that 2020
Oh, there's a
London one is not part of
slight
it.
sweetness on the finish.
Mm.
I mentioned a little bit of like blueberry coulis, like on the rosé. I get that, but time 10 on the finish of that Pinot Noir. Super saline on the finish. Super, super saline.
Tracy is checking flights now to go to Halifax, where Benjamin Bridge is close to Halifax. $250 return from where she is. So, hey, unless you have shipping during Carl's Wine Club, that's probably how much it costs to ship it out of Nova
This is
Scotia.
95
So,
points.
yeah,
This
I
is
love
not.
that.
This is incredible. Holy shit.
That is awesome.
Ah,
That is
the
what we live
nose.
for. Because honestly, the finding a gem like that's 95 points, and then knowing that nobody else has access to it, like it's probably so small lot that they don't even put it on the website. It's just saved for
Holy
people like
shit.
us.
Okay,
So,
you need to come here. Stop talking. Come up here. You need a sip of
yeah,
that.
you don't need to say.
Holy shit. Okay, I'm in heaven here. It's amazing. It's incredible. I have another one here, which is the Brut 2017. The Brut, not the Brut Reserve, just the Brut, the Method Classic 17 vintage that I will save for Mira to savor. But wow, that Pinot Noir, how about that Blanc de Noir? It's just incredible. Chalky, saline. There's a mix between pomegranate, blueberry, and apple skin. Mm. Mm. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. I might be with Thomas Batchelor, it might be the highest rated feature of the year. I mean, we had some incredible feature like Stratus was incredibly highly rated. Ferox this week is really highly rated premium, but I believe that Benjamin Bridge might be one of the highest rated feature ever. I mean, it's incredible. 95 point for that Blanc de Noir.
Hello. I brought some little this is a
Burgundy cheese. It's cheese from Burgundy.
Fruit de Campagne.
Yeah.
We like.
So here.
Let me see if I can tell which one is which. Oh, I guess I can't look.
Okay, so this.
Oh, now I've seen it. Damn it. Next time.
There you go. Mira's back. Is going back downstairs with her handful of bubbly. Oh my God, I am dreaming here. It's so good. The nose matched the palate so well. That baked croissant, that fresh baked bread nose. As a new celiac, It gets me back to when I can eat everything. Mm.
Speaking of which, I've scoped out Paris has come a long way with their gluten-free options, apparently. So poor Carl will be able to have a croissant in Paris. Oh,
Absolutely.
this is so interesting on the rosé. I see what you mean about that, like gunpowder or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, exactly, right? Oh, plenty.
Really nice though. Flinty, yes.
Yeah. Plenty on the nose, so salty on the palate.
Mm. Oh, that's super unique and delicious. Mm. And the bubbles are just right. Like, mm, really interesting. And now that one that you gave 95 points to on the nose is
I
so
know. I know. That's more
it's so
champagne, right?
captivating. Yes.
Okay, so let's move
Oh,
on.
that's a treat.
Right, isn't
That's
it?
a real treat. That's a
Isn't it?
beauty. That really makes me want to go get some oysters.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Make sure we put the lids on these real good so they last till tomorrow. But they're all traditional method, which I find the bubbles last for quite a
Oh
while.
yeah,
Even
absolutely. I'm just gonna I'll put the cork on top, and if you don't move the bottles, I leave them room
this for days
temperature.
too.
I leave them room temperature, and tomorrow we're gonna get that super textural aspect of it. Like they're usually even better the next day. So okay,
Wow.
so see that was the Brut Reserve here. That's the one. That's the wine. My wine of the year so far. 2008 Brut Reserve.
Love it. So
So
sorry, you said that's your wine of the year so far?
yeah,
How many points did you give that one?
96 plus.
Oh my God. And was that live? Remind me where that was.
We tasted that, yes, live when I was a mistake. I thought I was opening the 2018.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought it was
right.
this one. I thought it was this one.
Ah, that's so funny. And you were like, oh my God, it's the wine of the year.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing. Okay, well, we can't stay on all night and open all these, but can you at least tell us what you got there, what we're gonna open, and start opening them? Because I mean, we
Sure,
gotta taste and
sure.
review all these wines for you guys.
Look at that.
Tightrope Riesling. Can't read it. Your lens
27,
is dirty.
2017.
2017 Tightrope Riesling. What's
So
the next one?
I have two Rieslings here. I'm gonna do a quick little side by side for you. Okay, I have
Okay,
2023
let's do
and
it.
2017. That's gonna be in the
Ooh,
feature next week. So the 2017, there's only 5 cases left. So they saved that from this summer. I asked them.
nice.
So it's been sitting just for us all summer long until today. So we have the 23 and the 17. Oh, that's a nice little label back there. Okay, so let's taste both side by side. I'll taste this the 23 first. Flower, green apple. So that's Naramata Bench. Lots of green apple. This is pretty dry here. Dry and directional. And then I'll go to the 17. Mm-hmm.
It's starting to get a little of
A
the
little bit
petrol.
more
No?
petrol, a little bit more kerosene on those here. A little bit of the gas station. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, these wines are dry. Well, they show dry right now, so I'm not sure, but there's a great texture on that 17. I might think like they're probably like around 15 grams of residual sugar or something like that. Bright acid, apple skin, definitely a little bit of a pit, like peach pear pit, like the middle of a pear. A little bit of tropical, but the tropical is more on the 23 than it is on the 17. 17 is more on citrus. Oh, great length here on the 17 tightrope.
Nice. Same vineyard? Those come from the same place?
That's a good question here. Fleet Road Vineyard, Tightrope Estate. So yeah, so Fleet Road is from the Naramata Bench. Oh, very great length on the 23. Bursting acidity on the finish. Bursting. Here on the 17, it doesn't mention the vineyard on the 17. Back then, it was not something too important, I guess. But yeah, it would be interesting to see. I have the text sheet, so Andrea sent me the text sheet, so I'm gonna have more information in my full tasting notes. But I love the length and the burst of the 23. Really, really complex. The 2017 will open up a little bit more. It's more on the honeysuckle. Definitely, like this is a classic proof of how when the wine age. I see the transition here from bright bursting acidity, zippy, zingy, to a little bit richer, more mid palate, more honeysuckle, more spice on the finish. So this is super fun to taste, both side by side. Am I ready to give it some score? I think I'm going to give 91 points, 91 plus to the 2023. I really like the burst here. I love that. 2017, I need to wait a little later. I just want to see the air. I just cracked them open. So I just want to see this wine gain all of this textural complexity. I just really want to see. I was about to use a very bad comparison, so I'm not going to say that. So yeah, let's wait. But
You
this
want
is
to give
great.
it a little time to breathe.
Yeah, I just wanted to breathe. I just wanted to breathe because I feel that wine is going to get much more texture in in maybe half an hour. When we come back from the baseball practice, the baseball game, I think we're going to have a nice surprise with the 2017. Okay, so
nice.
This.
Okay,
now,
so rapid fire. What else do we have from Tightrope next week? Because this Barbera is absolutely outstanding. 2021 Barbera from the Naramata Bench.
So we're going to have a trio of rare wine, okay? We got the Barbera 21 gold medal. We're going to also have the 2022 Vertigo, which is a blend of Barbera, Cap Franc, and Merlot. And we're going to have also the Equipoise, which is Syrah, Cap Franc, Merlot. Okay, so all of these wines are 50 cases made. Very, very, very tiny production. Two with Barbera at 50% and one with the Syrah at 40%.
I think the Equipoise, if I recall correctly, made it pretty high up in our Red Blends Marathon last December.
It made it to our top 5, if I believe correctly. So
maybe the previous vintage, though. I don't know.
That might be the same one, but we'll see here. Oh, whoops! You know what? This. Let's do this.
Woohoo!
Okay, rapid fire here. Let's start with the 2022 Vertigo, 50% Barbera, 35% Cap Franc, 15% Merlot. No, that's not true. That's
Rapid pour. And these are big boys. These are big.
194 cases.
Ooh, tiny production. One of the things few people know about is that the Naramata Bench makes incredible Merlot. and reds. You know, you would think that being in the middle of the Okanagan, it's going to be the South Okanagan where it's hotter that you get the bigger reds. But you get some incredible complexity and amazing reds in the middle here at
The
the
nose of
Merrimack
the
Bench.
equipoise is incredible. 40% Syrah, 40% Cap Franc, 20% Merlot. Oh, oh, the nose, the nose, the nose, the nose.
Yay!
Oh, blueberry pie, dark chocolate, blackberry square with oats, graphite, dark licorice.
So what vintage is that? 22? Okay.
Mm. Equipoise, it's 93%, 93 points minimum. Nice tannin. 133 cases made. Oh yeah, that equipoise is something else. Something else.
So can I tell you a secret?
Huh?
That is the one you tasted at the Red Blends Marathon last December.
Is it?
It's a wine club exclusive. Okay. And you gave it 94 points.
See, pretty consistent.
You sure are. Because I mean, you just popped and poured it, so I can almost guarantee that if you were to taste that again in an hour or two, once it's breathed, you would say, no, that's got to be at 94 points, which is what you gave it during the Red Blend Marathon last December.
Yeah, and the Vertigo, much more directional, much more precise, a little bit more on red fruit. It's more, I would say, red cherry, red plum, a little bit of crab apple, too bright acidity, white pepper, a little bit of red jelly, red currant, but it's on red fruit. All on red fruit and bright acid. My mouth keeps watering. There's a little bit of wood, a little bit of vanilla to come and like smooth everything up. So this is at least a 92 points. Really, really, really good. But that equipoise, I'm so we're gonna have a lot of fun when we come back from the hot baseball game, baby. A lot of fun.
Yes,
So it's
baby. All right. So real quick, what else is there from Tightrope?
What else is there? I have on the white side, we have the gold medal Chardonnay 2022 gold medal.
Okay.
We have Sauvignon Blanc from the 2024. So we have a little expression of the Washington States here. They asked me to if we can include one of them because they think it's a great story. And like, I mean, yeah, one from the 2024. I'm super stoked to try that 2022 gold medal Chardonnay. So we're gonna taste that a little later tonight. What do you mean a little later tonight? What the fuck?
What do you mean?
What the fuck you talking about, girl?
I know. It's not like you don't have enough
glasses. Here's gold medal Chardonnay 2022. Which it's from the Foreshadow Vineyard.
Yeah, just down the road, still on the Narromine.
Oh, absolutely. 100% barrel fermented in French oak. After 50% on malolactic, 9 months on lees, in barrel, only 230 cases made.
So one thing we love about Tightrope is they have all that kind of information on the back of their label. It is freaking awesome. Carl's first pure Chardonnay for the night.
I mean, this wine won gold. I know why.
You know why. There you go.
You know what?
Hey.
After 50% malolactic kept a lot of directionality, lots of precision. But that 9 months in French oak also bring that little almond cookie, nice tartness on the back end as well. This is minimum 92 plus points in my book. I totally agree with the gold medal. This is just like I just cracked it open, so I will let it breathe for an hour the time we go to baseball. But coming back, it's going to be the first one that I taste coming back. But I really love the finish on that chart. Really, really, really love it. There's a nice tartness on the finish to clamp everything down. I really, really like that. Nice leg as well.
Beautiful. So some amazing wines coming up with Tightrope with Benjamin Bridge in the next 3 or 4 weeks. And I just wanted to close off the night because I know it's getting pretty late here. Wanted to close it off and show you guys some pictures from the epic weekend we had with our members this last weekend. About half the group is coming to Burgundy with us, which is really cool, isn't it? So we started the day off at Maverick. That was our winery of the year as chosen by members, our top discovery from BC last year. So this is the Maverick tasting room. Thanks so much to Clay Martin at BC Wine Review for all these fabulous photos. We went out, had a nice walk in the vineyard, tasted grapes, got to see like if the grapes are getting ready. They're almost ready, because the little seeds in the grapes, they turn brown, don't they?
Yep, that's what I was showing. This is me showing to the crowd here the state the state of the grapes and that specific row. There was still a little bit of green part in the seed, so that's what Janik was saying. They're expecting another week and a half or 2 weeks to make sure that the phenolic ripeness is completely done. So yeah,
go. That was Clay and Joanna there, and here we are touring through their production facility. This was pretty awesome. We got to see him.
That's a punch down. They were doing some punch. There were shots showing people like to do how they do the punch down here.
Yeah, this here is cool because my favorite Syrah from the South Okanagan comes from Maverick. It's the Bush Vine Syrah, and if you look carefully on the second row here, there's some bushy vines. They let them grow pretty wild. That's the Bush Vine Syrah. And that's also the Sauvignon Blanc, which they're very well known for. So, yeah, we really liked how they leave their ground cover on between the vines. So that helps with irrigation. It helps with pest control. We found out a lot of really cool things. And we had a fabulous tasting with vertical of, we had a vertical of what? Merlot or Rubius, didn't we?
No, Renegade. Vertical of Renegade, their Bordeaux blend, but their red blend. So 2018, 19, 20, and 21. No, we did 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. So yeah, really, really cool to see the evolution of the blend. When they started, there was a Bordeaux blend with Syrah in it. Starting in 19, they started to go only Bordeaux varietals. We saw the 2021 as well, which is a complete different vintage compare. And to me, the 22, the upcoming one, the 2022 and the 2020 were two of my favorite. But I may have to give the edge to the new 2022. It's going to be an outstanding wine.
It was a great way to start the day, just right into the reds, the big South Okanagan reds. I loved it. And then
we got there and like, boom, bang, right in the big red, right at 10 in the morning. That was pretty cool.
Hilarious. Then we went right to a local speakeasy. This is I think a 7-acre garden in Caledon, BC. You drive by, you have no idea it's there. There's no signage or there's one tiny little sign. It's called the Linden Gardens. And for something like 20 years, they've had this Frog City Cafe and the gardens. You can tour the gardens. You can have lunch at the cafe. The food is fabulous. It's all freshly made bread every morning. Great food. You see they decorate it with plants from the garden. So it was really nice surprise. We've driven by it 100 times.
It's just getting better and better.
Yeah. There you go. And then we headed over to, let me show you here. We're on to this part.
We headed to the Carl's Wine Club Winery of the Year 2022. won, I believe. Black Market Wine Company.
That's right. Oh, this is just a different roll of pictures here, but that was us at Maverick, and beautiful members here. And then we went to Black Market Wine Company, where we picked more grapes to taste. We're getting really good at knowing if the grapes are ripe or not. So here we have still Black at Maverick in their production facility. Bâtonnage. But I'm just trying to find the rest of the photos here. That's Janet. He was so lovely. That was our tasting. Jim. Members. There we are at the Linden Gardens having the fabulous lunch.
Oh, she's gonna do it. She's gonna do it.
That was the Collusion Rosé that Daryl's having tonight at the gardens there. There's Dylan. Oh, that's such a great picture of Dylan. So we head over to Black Market, and then after that we went to De Silva. So there we go, Black Market in Caledon, harvest time. They almost put us to work, almost. They were in the middle of things. Look at
that. So we kind of say, no, we're on strike. We're not getting to work. We want to keep drinking. So as a union wine club, we said, no, we're not getting to work. We called the union representative.
Like 3 grapes each just to taste them. There's Rob Hammersley, owner at Black Market, winemaker. So yeah, it was a fabulous day of tasting. We tasted what, 2 verticals there too?
We tasted 5 Merlots. So we tasted the in barrel, the super rare 2022 Merlot Reserve, the first ever Merlot Reserve that Rob made. That's going to be like under 100 cases made, but that 2022 Reserve was pretty spectacular. That was alongside the 2021 and 2022 estate, and we had the 22 Zoetermeer vineyard, which is 5-minute drive, still in Caledon. So 4 different Caledon Merlot. So that was a really cool thing. We also tasted the new Chardonnay. Well, we tasted 2 Chardonnay. So that was a Chardonnay and Merlot day at Black Market. So
fabulous. And then we went over to De Silva, who was also our winery of the year in 2023. 23? Yes, 23. Yeah, there you go. So here we are at De Silva on the Naramata bench.
What did you say about the 23?
The De Silva was winery of the year in 23.
Yes, you got that right. No, 24.
No, because 24 was Riverstone.
You got that right. 23.
Oh, no.
Never argue with Mira. Never argue with Mira.
24 is Maverick. 23 is Riverstone. 22 is De Silva.
No. 25 is Maverick.
No.
Yes, we're in 25.
Maverick was chosen for being winery of the year last year. We announced it in January this year. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, don't argue with me.
Them last year. So there's Richard De Silva at De Silva Vineyards. And
we did 2 Legato vertical, Legato Pinot Noir. We did the Legato Pinot Noir and the Cap Franc vertical as well from 2018, 2019, 2020. 18, 19, 20. And on the Cap Franc, we also cracked the 2022, which was just bottled a couple weeks ago. So 4 different Cap Franc and 3 different Pinot Noir from consecutive vintage. So we learn about the different vintages because Richard is very particular. He makes his wine the exact same way every single year. And what you get in the bottle, it's a reflection of the vintage. And it was fascinating to see 2018, 19, and 20 all side by side from the 2 different varietals. And yeah, spending time with Richard, it's always special. He's so generous of his knowledge, and he's just so passionate. We've been sharing so much, Mira and I, with them in the last 5 years, that just talking with our member, with Richard, it's always a great time. So it was fantastic. Yeah, you're right, Dylan. So, and Richard and Twyla joined us for dinner after. So we had the, I love that picture.
Yes. Chef Derek Ingram, fabulous chef, came right over to our patio here by the lake and made the most fabulous food for us. So here we are after the whole day of touring, back on the lakeside. That's Australian Wagyu beef, done up by Chef Derek Ingram.
Charcoal smoked potatoes with a basil herb aioli and the grilled onion. Yeah. There was something else.
It really was, and I think that's it for pictures. But there was some fabulous food to be had.
So if you want to catch the last little bit of our youngest boy baseball game tonight, I think we gotta go. We gotta go.
Yes, it was fabulous to see you all. Thanks for stopping by. Chatty Canadian Wine.
The world-class wine of Fabian Rice and Stephanie Rice and Cubby Sadoon. So Fair Oaks Wine are still on all week until Sunday. Don't miss that. There's incredible wine. The link is right here in the comments. Don't miss out. Mira Boucher, thank you so much. And we're gonna taste a lot of great wine tonight. So see you down there.
Yeah, we'll report back. Cheers, guys.
Canadian Wine Lovers, Carl's Wine Club members. See you next time.